Came here with Adam Hose after the win at Trent Bridge. Adam, after a disappointing performance last night and a pretty hectic first few deliveries tonight, that was quite a comeback.
Yeah, it was an awesome night, to be honest with you. I think, like you said, last night was pretty disappointing, and we highlighted a few sort of individual factors on that. I think mainly sort of just how we started the game in terms of our attitude in the field, and we let a few sort of sloppy misfields go, and that kind of set the tone for us. So we highlighted that. You know, some days it's going to come off with the bat and ball, that's fine, but I think we addressed the things that are directly in our control, and I think tonight we did that. We set the tone. Obviously not an ideal start, but I think the way Cash played, it was really brave, and he took the game on and got us to a brilliant start in the power play. So yeah.
It's a nice tempo to the innings in terms of partnerships. So Cash sort of led the way, and then you and Ethan, it was kind of even Stevens for a while, and then after that you took control. Did that just happen, or was that planned?
It's always a bit of a tricky one to balance when you're out there, you know, sort of weighing up how good we felt the pitch was and what sort of a pass score is. And I think the way, you know, like I mentioned, Cash played and then Ethan, it almost took the pressure off me a little bit, and I could kind of manage the innings and then sort of explode from maybe, 11 or 12 overs onwards. And I think those guys gave us a really good platform, and a lot of the time I think it's easy to forget when you're batting out in the middle, but partnerships are so important, you know, and communicating with each other, and one player might have a preference on what's important or what's he suits, and vice versa. So I think with the partnership with both Ethan and Cash, we kind of did that, and fortunately tonight it paid off.
It just seemed in both those partnerships a little bit more measured perhaps tonight than it has been.
Yeah, I guess you look back to a few of the innings and maybe has been a fraction sort of frantic. But I mean, at sort of 1 for 2, you don't really have an option other than to have a look at a few and rebuild and then make a few sort of bold decisions from there. And like I said, I thought Cash did that brilliantly.
And then it came to the bowling effort, which was, again, pretty consistent. They came at you quite hard, but the lads stuck to their plans and did pretty well.
Yeah, I think it's just something we reflected on at half-time. I felt with their bowling innings, they were maybe a fraction predictable in terms of what they were looking to do, and that kind of plays into the batter's hands. So I've said the word a few times tonight, like braveness, but I thought we did that quite well in terms of held our lines and our lengths, and actually weren't afraid to get hit to that short side, because you have to keep the batter guessing when you have a slightly shorter side. And
then right at the very end, when you were perhaps just getting under a little bit of pressure, we saw some top-class bowling from Ben Dorsius, over 17 and 19 particularly.
Yeah, I think he had 4 overs for 1 for 23 tonight, and after his first over went for 10. I think it's a pretty awesome effort, so we highlighted that in the team chat after, and you know, those are what we have overseas for. You know, we get class in like Ben has, and like you said, it closed out the game and won us that one then.
And reflecting on the campaign as a whole, having lost a couple, nice to get parity again and keep yourselves in the hunt.
Yeah, I think so. And I think you look at the balance of our sides. I think we have a lot of bases covered, and I think a lot of teams will be, thinking we're a pretty dangerous side as we showed tonight. So yeah, obviously it's early days, and we got a little bit of a break now. Which sometimes when you have a bit of momentum isn't the best thing, but we don't have any other option. So a few days off, a little refresh, try and remember the things we did really well tonight, and then come back hard. I think was it Friday
at New Road. And finally, Adam, nice ground for you. You've done well here before. How does that rank tonight in with your T20 performances?
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly up there. I think just in terms of the situation that I came in at, and to be able to do a job for the team and getting us up to a good score was a really nice feeling. But I think in terms of the way I struck the ball tonight, I think it's one of the cleanest sort of performances I've put in. So on the whole, really happy. Beautiful batting pitch, But the ones at New Road, first 2 games have been nice, so hopefully more of the same in the coming weeks.
Well, congratulations and thanks for your time.
Thanks.
This is Mike the plasterer. He needs a trusted supplier for his materials and tools. Mike needs Profile Store. With an easy-to-use website, you can check stock online, order it and collect it within the hour. Profile Store offer free delivery over £125 and fast overnight shipping. With over 2,000 products in stock, they're sure to have what you need. So get yourself down to the trade counter in Kidderminster today. Get the job done with profilestore.co.uk.